What's up guys, Graham here. Thanks a lot for clicking on the video. As you can tell by the title, I'm going to open this big package here from Gymshark. So thank you so much to everyone over at Gymshark that hooked it up and sent us this big package over. But I also wanted to put it in the title as well, wanted to start a bit of a small series on YouTube about my quest to be a Gymshark journey that I did on Instagram. Some of you guys have obviously heard the story, some of you might be clicking on the video for the first time and learning about the story, but pretty much I just wanted to talk about, and throughout the series I'll just do a bit of a talk in each video just about my journey in a quest to be a Gymshark and how I ended up joining the team and just some stuff that happened throughout the sort of 3 to 4 year period and even before that. And if there's anything I can talk about that might help you guys, that'd be awesome, because I mean I've had a few questions recently. Especially in the past couple of weeks, I've had a lot of questions about quest to be a Gymshark and how I started it, and just a few random questions really from people. So hopefully throughout the series I can kind of go into a bit more detail in what happened and yeah, just how I can help you guys really. So before I even open this package, I wanted to do it with this one in particular because last week when I knew this package was coming, it was absolutely awesome. I give a shout out to my man Sam. He's sort of my sponsorship manager over at Gymshark. And we had a great conversation. We were talking on the phone, and basically he was just like, yeah man, go on the website, have a look if there's anything in particular that you want, and we'll send it over, because sometimes our packages are, you know, maybe just sent kind of randomly or don't have particular things that you wanted in particular, or some of the accessories and things like that. So that was really awesome. So I was like, are you sure? And so this is all kind of new to me as well. So I was like, wow, that's awesome. I was actually just looking through the website and choosing some of the things that I thought were awesome. So that's what's in this bag in particular. It's the stuff that I chose off the website. So that's why I wanted to start this kind of mini series. This video, I thought it was a good time. So kind of fast forward back. For anyone that doesn't know, I started quest to be a Gymshark on Instagram. I started it sort of over 3 years ago now. It was almost like 3 years and 4 months ago. And that was purely because obviously I loved Gymshark, still do. I was a fan of Gymshark for years when it started, and I always looked at the athletes as something that was really motivating to me. So I was like, how could you get to that level? So we'll fast forward, well actually we'll rewind, not fast forward, we'll rewind. So my story is, I used to be a footballer in Scotland, moved to America to go to university to play football, moved back to Scotland to play football again, got injured, tore my ACL, my knee, couldn't play football anymore, and then I was kind of like, okay, what do I do now? That's what happened. Joined the gym, didn't know nothing. I was about 20, this was six years ago now. I was like 23 years old pretty much. Joined the gym, met a couple friends, Rory and David, who are Twin Fitness on Instagram. They introduced me to the brand Gymshark that had just started learning more about training, started obviously buying Gymshark, wearing Gymshark, watching the athletes' YouTube videos, taking motivation from those guys. This was years ago. At the time that was, you know, Lex Griffin, Chris Lavado, Matt August, Christian Guzman, Mark Fitt, all those guys, Nicky Blacketer, all those guys at the time. So I just watched them constantly. And then obviously at that time you were always thinking that this is amazing. How do you do what these guys do? They motivate people, they put out great content. So I was always just in love with what they did really, and just in love with Gymshark in general. Then I ended up moving back to America because at the time I was working, I couldn't play football anymore. I was still in Scotland. Just before I moved back to America, I was in Scotland working as a mailman. I worked for the Royal Mail. And I was working out at the time, and I was like, I want to move back to America and finish school and get into fitness more. So that's what I did. Came back to America, didn't play football, was more sort of coaching football and working out and doing a bit of personal training. And then I'd moved to California at the time. This was like just over 3 years ago, and I was just racking my brain. I was like, how can you sort of get to that level of Gymshark when, you know, and it's just the sort of things you're thinking. You were like, okay, this company can sort of choose almost anyone in the world that they want to work with. At the time, you know, I didn't have a huge social media following. Obviously not the greatest physique in the world. Just different things. and I was honestly like, how can you break through so much noise? And I sort of took it back, and I was like, okay, becoming a Gymshark and getting to that level, what's required to work with a company like Gymshark. I was like, what do I have in myself that I know I can do or I can bring to people? And I took it back to when I was going to be a footballer. I always wanted to be a football player when I was a kid, and you know, growing up, it's always, that's not realistic. Everyone wants to do that, so there's so many people trying to do that, it's really hard. And then it was just not really through raw talent or anything, it was more a combination of a little bit of talent, more sort of hard work, consistency, and just being persistent at something. That's what allowed me to play professional football when I was in Scotland. So I was like, okay, I know I can do that. Like I guess I'm good at not giving up on something, so I'm like, I can be very persistent for sure. So I was like, okay, that's my main strength that I can bring to people, or bring to something. And then one day I stumbled across a guy on Instagram. He's a Scottish guy, Scottish bodybuilder called Stu Mack, and his sort of goal on Instagram, or just in life in general, was to build a physique to be similar to the bodybuilder Jacko De Bruyne. So he'd started on Instagram quest to be Jacko De Bruyne, because he was just going through the stages of bodybuilding to create the physique that he wanted. So I'd messaged Stuart, I reached out to him and I said, hey man, I'd love to start something similar to this. Do you mind if I use this idea but change it to Gymshark? Because I was like, he was posting every day, he was never missing a day, and I was like, this could be it. He's using these consistencies, persistent, he's going for something that he wants, it's his dream. And thankfully Stuart was like, yeah man, that'd be awesome, go for it. And then literally that day I just posted, and it was day one, quest to be a Gymshark. And that's how I started it really. That's the start of the whole journey. It was as simple as that. I was like, what could I bring to the table that might be a little bit different? I noticed no one was doing that to try and, you know, be noticed by Gymshark or work with them. No one was doing that in particular. So I was like, this could be my way of being a bit unique from someone else, but also bringing what I'm sort of good at, you know, working hard and just sort of showing how consistency can take you to some places that you maybe wouldn't have thought possible. So that's pretty much how it started. Honestly, it was just like I knew that's what I was good at, and I knew I wouldn't stop. And I was like, if I keep going here, this could get some traction. I mean, people might get behind it, or it might motivate other people to keep going. And then I just didn't know what would possibly happen. And then obviously, thankfully, there was a long period of time where there was a lot of grind, and you know, you just sort of make it part of your life really, and you just do it every day. So that was how I started quest to be a Gymshark, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have saw one of the most recent chapters of that story. We joined the Gymshark team at the start of the year, or was it the last month actually, we're now in February, so it was January. So I just wanted to start off the series by just explaining to you guys why I started quest to be a Gymshark, and why I ended up tagging Gymshark in a picture every day on Instagram to get myself out there a little bit and show what I'm about, and what I was sort of capable of, and what anyone else can be sort of capable of. So yep, I just wanted to kick off the series with the why behind the quest to be a Gymshark. So that's pretty much the story and my thought process of how it may help, or how it may help some of you guys, or the same sort of ideas, whether it's, you know, Gymshark you want to be involved in, or something else in your life, I don't know. But that's sort of my thought process on why I started it. So yeah, hope you like that little story there. Now let's have a little look and see what's inside this bad boy. Guys, I am flying solo tonight. I've not got my man Davis here to help me record it, so I'm going to crack this bad boy open, and then I'm just going to sort of show you guys what is inside. Guys, we have just cracked open the bag. We've got the box in here. We've got the goods right here, which I'm going to go ahead and open all this and show you what exactly. Guys, here is what I chose from the website. We've got one of the new trucker hats. We've got the statement backpack right there. We've got the Ultra Jacquard hoodie with the pants to match. These are absolutely unbelievable. Can't wait to try these. one of the oversized hoodies that I've wanted forever. Got the blue one, looks class, and then one of the new Crucial drop arm tanks. So yeah, that's what we got there, guys. Unbelievable. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap up the video here. I'm wearing the Ultra Jacquard hoodie with the pants to match. This one is absolutely unbelievable. I was absolutely dying to get my hands on this one. So yeah, that's the stuff that I chose from the Gymshark website that my man Sam sent me. Shout out to Sam, absolutely amazing. So that stuff is absolutely unbelievable. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry it wasn't very cinematic. That's my man Davis that hooks it up with all the cool stuff. This was more just a sort of personal video. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up. Catch you in the next one.